Hey everyone, and welcome to another TWM12 video on War Thunder. In this one, I want to actually discuss the Harrier with everyone, and to be honest with you, I hope everyone will comment under it, and I hope people will keep it civil, as I do hope for a civil discussion on the Harrier under this here, and I will pass the feedback on for this here. So, as we all know, recently in the new power update, the Harrier GR1 was added to the game. With it came a few issues. When it first was released, it came at 9.3, however within a couple of days, well within a day and a half, it was moved to 9.7. So while the footage on the background, I want you to understand the footage in the background is when it was at 9.3 and was fighting between 8.3 to 10.0 jets. So don't be basing this on it was fine at 9.7. Please don't be basing it on that there. Anyways. So, what I want to talk about is, first thing I want to talk about is SRAAMs. SRAAMs have been in the game now since the introduction of the Hunter FG6. Well, FA6 or F6, whatever you want to fucking call it. And the one reason why they've gone unnoticed is no one ever uses the Hunter. The Hunter is a very rarely flown jet, in my personal opinion. I very rarely see them. Even when I'm playing the Phantom, I see plenty of FG9s now, 100%. I see plenty of them now, but I never see the F6. And the reason why SRAAMs are hitting the community as a shock is because of the fact they're very rarely used, and the community don't know what to think about them, or how to counter them, or what to do with them. But by the logic of up-tiering this Harrier based on the missile alone, that then puts on the predicament, what about the Yak-38 or the AV-8A? Both are 10.0 missiles that they have. It's one of them things, it's a dual-ended blade. 100%, Harrier was a very strong plane at 9.3. But if you look at the performance of the Harrier, it's comparable to that of the 8.7 Scimitar in regards to its flight characteristics. However, the Scimitar is a lot stronger in regards to that there. The Scimitar is faster, better acceleration, and outclimbs a Harrier. However, what makes a Harrier strong is it's simply the SRAAMs. The SRAAMs are great, but the issue with the SRAAMs is they're prone to failure, and they're very close range missiles. Very close range. So with SRAAMs, you're only guaranteed a kill at sub 1.2 kilometers, or if they're traveling at supersonic speed, sub 1 kilometer. Anything more than 1.5 kilometers at launch, you will not kill the target. Unless they're stationary like a helicopter, but that is very rare unless you're playing ground realistic. So I've never really used SRAAMs for that really. I usually just use my Aidens. But overall though, the Harrier at the minute at 9.7 isn't in a good place. So I personally wouldn't recommend buying it for the fact you'll be fighting Phantoms. You'll be fighting planes that can throw your SRAAMs off instantly. You'll be fighting planes that will outrun you. They will outclimb you. They will do everything better than you in every way and aspect, and they will absolutely demolish you. While it was at 9.3, it was a fun premium to play. Yes, it could have received some checks and balances, 110%. They could have simply taken away the SRAAMs and give them AM9Gs or AM9Bs or AM9Ds simply and balance it that way. They could have increased the fail rate of SRAAMs, they could have increased repair costs, they could have done many things to balance it out at 9.7. They really could have. There's not enough statistics currently to say what it's best at. Personally, it was fine at 9.3 as long as they rebalanced it or reworked some of the model issues. When I say model issues, I mean the SRAAM. So they could have reworked the SRAAM, they could maybe give you 2 SRAAMs, or they could have maybe taken the SRAAMs away completely and given you AM9s. Even if they move it up to 9.7, the only time I would agree with the Harrier being 9.7 is if there's a hard cap again. 110% if there's a hard cap, yes, make it 9.7. No issue there, no issue at all. But the issue is, without a hard cap, the Harrier gets clapped. I very rarely see a down tier in the GR1 at the minute. And for that reason, personally speaking, I wouldn't recommend bang into the Harrier GR1. When it was first out, I loved it. I fell in love with the jet. I really did. It was amazing to play. It was... Britain actually finally had a plane other than the Scimitar that was stupidly strong. It really was a strong jet. And it's the same as the Scimitar. The Scimitar is a very strong 8.7. Personally speaking, the Scimitar should be 9.3. It's it's an F11 on steroids is the best way I call the Scimitar. It out-climbs every other jet at 8.7. It's faster. It out-accelerates 9.0s. It out-climbs 9.0s. It even out-climbed 9.3s. Because it out-climbed the fucking Harrier. Like, it's one of them things that happens. It really is. I know statistics say that the Harriers overpowered or broken, but it's the same thing as every other plane when it came out. You're fighting full teams of Harriers, just like when the Mirage came out. You're fighting full teams of Mirages with magic missiles. Same when new Phantoms come out, you're fighting a full new team with a new Phantom with its niche, like radar warning or a new missile. Or you're fighting a new MiG with the R60s when it came out. They were spammed and used to the point where everyone got sick and tired of fighting them and were considered overpowered. But when the fad died off, everyone's like, actually, you know what, they're actually pretty shitty. Or, oh, they're actually not the best. Maybe they weren't overpowered. And it's going to be the same boat. Everyone's complaining about the Harrier being overused, but everyone's overlooking the fact there's a 30G missile at 9.3. Don't get me wrong, R60s are good. They're not the best, they're a decent missile though. But a 30G missile at 9.3, they're not complaining about, but they'll complain about a 20G missile with a sub 1.2 kilometer range. To me, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. But I would like for everyone to have a civil discussion in the comments. I really would in every aspect. As I want to know what the players think. I want to know what people fight against the Harrier. I want people to go, right, this is how I found countering it. This was the best way I done it. Like, for me, personally speaking, if I'm going against the Harrier and my Scimitar, I'm going to force it to ground, or I'm going to force it into a climb fight, and I'm going to out-climb it that way, and hit it with my Aidens, or hit it with an AM9B. I'm going to use my speed and my stronger engine against it. Where I understand F-86s have stupidly good maneuverability. I understand that's the big selling point of F-86s. They're stupidly agile compared to the Scimitar. And it's not the wisest thing to use. However, if there are two of you, you are more than capable of clapping that Harrier. But at the minute, Harriers are spammed, and that's why everyone thinks they're overpowered, in my personal opinion. Not really a popular opinion by the seams of it. And I don't know if many will agree with me in this, so I hope people will keep this civil and will discuss it properly. So I beseech everyone, have a civil discussion, as I want everyone to do. I will do my best to reply to every comment that I get. I'll try my best to. I can't guarantee it. I will try. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the wee discussion.